I got asked this question this morning. How do I add my Gmail account, whether it's free Gmail or Google Workspace, to Microsoft Outlook? Now, I don't use Microsoft Outlook. I use Chrome for everything, and I use profiles in Chrome so that I can switch between all of the email accounts that I need to manage. But if you want to use Microsoft Outlook, let me show you how to do it. Well, first of all, you got to have Microsoft Outlook on your computer, whether it's a PC or a Mac, and I have a Mac. There's the Microsoft Outlook app right there. Click on that, hit enter. I'm going to type in the email address I want to use. I'm going to hit continue. Now, for a better experience, your emails, calendar events, and contacts will be synced to the Microsoft Cloud when you sign in and accept all permissions. Now, that's important. Watch this when I show this to you. Sign in. Now, I could sync directly with Google, but I'm going to just go with sign in. Now, it's going to open up the Google accounts.google.com OAuth. This is where it connects Microsoft Outlook and the Microsoft apps and services to this email address. Now, pay attention to what it says here. Google will allow Microsoft apps and services to access this information about you. My name, profile picture, and my email address. Well, I'm good with that, but watch what else comes up. And by the way, if you haven't read the privacy statement, you may want to do that. So I'm going to hit continue. Look at the access that you have to give. You have to give Microsoft apps and services in order to connect to your Gmail account through Microsoft Outlook. Read, compose, send, and permanently delete all email. Well, I get that. See, edit, download, and permanently delete your contacts. Well, it's got to get to my contacts, so I get that. See, edit, create, and delete only the specific Google Drive files you use with this app. I don't get that, but you gotta let it have access to that. See, edit, share, and permanently delete all of your calendars you can access using Google Calendar. I don't like that, but again, you have to give it full calendar access. Here's the next one. See and download all of your Google account email addresses. All of my Google account email addresses? Maybe it's associated with this Google account. So maybe I get that. See and download your exact date of birth. I don't get that, but you have to give it access to everything. Make sure you trust Microsoft apps and services. Learn why you're not seeing links to Microsoft Apps Services privacy policy. Learn why you're not seeing links to Microsoft apps and services privacy policy or terms of services. Review Microsoft apps and policy services. There it is right there. To make changes at any time, you can go to your Google account. I can kick Microsoft Outlook on this link right here. Learn how Google helps you share data safely. Again, you have to give it all or it will not continue. Now I can continue. It's going to go back to Microsoft Outlook. It's signing me in, and now my Gmail account has been added to Microsoft Outlook. And if I personalize now, it's going to take me into it. Just hit continue, hit done. And there's all of, can I make that bigger? Now I'm looking at my Gmail, which, by the way, is right here. All of my Gmail is in Google Chrome in this profile, in this case called Teddy, but it's also in Microsoft Outlook. So let me add another email address just to show you what it looks like to have two email addresses for two separate purposes in Microsoft Outlook. You go to Outlook, you go to settings, add an account, and I want to add T.L. Burris at teddyburris.com. Hit continue. I need to go ahead and sign in. It's going to open up this window. I'm going to hit continue. So I've already given all of those services that it wanted access to. I've already done that in some testing I did, so I don't need to check all those again. I can go see them. There they all are right there, and hit done, and then hit continue. Now go back to Outlook, and it should add it. Added. Choose a profile for your new account. This is my work profile. Hit done. And now I have 2 Google accounts in Microsoft Outlook. And so you can see I have the Teddy Burris at Gmail, and I have TLBurris at teddyburris.com. Both of them in Microsoft Outlook. And by the way, I'm pretty sure I can make this, let's add a profile, create a profile. Let's call this personal, hit next. And I want it to be this email address, not this one. Hit done. And now if I go up here and switch profiles, this is all accounts. Notice it says all accounts. If I switch profiles to personal, there is just my Teddy Burris at Gmail. If I go up here to profiles and switch to work, there is my TLBurris at teddyburris.com, which is my work account. Or I could go up here and do all accounts, and I see all of them right here, and they're separated. Here's, my personal Teddy Burris at Gmail, and here's my work TLBurris at teddyburris.com. They're separate, but the magic of profiles is that I can focus on work and not get distracted by personal. And if I want to go manage my personal world, I can go over here and manage that. If I have the ability to manage myself and I don't need Google or in this case, Outlook to manage me, just show them all and I'll work on the one that I want to work on at the time that I want to work on it. I'm all about Google Workspace and Gmail. I do all of my work, email, docs, everything for the most part in Google Chrome, and I use profiles to manage the different personal and business and work related email accounts I have. Some people like to use Outlook, so here's how you add a Gmail account, whether it's Google Workspace or free Gmail, to your Microsoft Outlook.